Alright, so think about the last time you went through a handicapped door. Most of us have probably done so and used the wall-mounted push button to activate it. What you probably did not pay attention to was the location of that button. You probably didn't pay much mind to the height of it or the objects surrounding it, or maybe which way the door swung open after you pushed it. As we all know, there exists both manual and automatic doors, and for the average person, such as you and I, we don't have to think too much about getting through these doors and using these buttons. Unfortunately, this is a luxury that not all people have. There are people that suffer from disabilities that limit their range of motion, strength, and or confine them to having to use some sort of mobility aiding equipment, like wheelchairs or crutches, which prevents them from easily reaching and pushing these buttons to gain access through these doors.
Our solution uses a combination of IR sensors and Bluetooth communication to allow the door to be opened with the remote. The door has two settings, manual and automatic, that allow the user to switch from using the button to open doors to a completely hands-free system, depending on the user's limitations. We've addressed the security and safety aspects of the project by using the IR sensors and the MAC addresses of the remote. The IR sensors both verify that the user is in front of the door and hold the door open to prevent it from prematurely closing. We have integrated user identification features into the remote to allow access control similar to how the ID card swipe system currently works.
The target consumers would be individuals who have limited dexterity or range of motion in their hands. Individuals confined to powered wheelchairs, users of walkers or crutches, or even individuals with their hands occupied could benefit from implementing this system. This system could be installed in locations such as hospitals, schools or universities, and office buildings to aid in the mobility and comfort of consumers. For example, there are roughly 3,000 doors on this campus alone that could benefit from this. And when you take into consideration that there are 5,300 universities in the US, that's a lot of doors. Although the system adds a secure and easy way to provide the user interface with current automated doors, the system is relatively cheap in comparison to conventional push pads. Currently, Texas A&M budgets about $8,000 per door for ADA compliance measures, such as installing a handicap push pad. Our system costs less than $100 for one transmitter and receiver, which is less than half the cost of one push pad. Although this isn't a direct alternative for current door opening systems, it does cost significantly less and directly resolves the issues that result from current physical door openers.
Our current competition is primarily a group at BYU which operates using a cell phone app but lacks the security features and functionality of not depending on your phone for communication. Our system is a cost-effective add-on to existing door systems that has a large user market and great benefits to those who need it most. We believe that hundreds, if not thousands, of these systems could be installed on this campus alone with the necessary support and backing from the university.
The deliverables for our senior design project included a functional prototype for both the door opener and the activator, a feasibility study for the sponsor, an instruction manual for the prototype, and an installation manual for the prototype.
For testing, we fabricated a door and installed our prototype components onto it. Using this setup, we were able to test the working range and angle of all the IR sensors and the Bluetooth modules, which both greatly exceeded our requirements. Our testing objectives included connectivity, ease of use, and testing of the user verification components of the security system, all of which met our requirements. After testing had been completed, we were able to complete all of our deliverables and present to our satisfied sponsor. Potential improvements for this project in the future include optimizing the physical and electronic components for better ergonomics, visual and audio warnings to warn others when the door is about to open, and moving beyond the prototype phase and implementing the system on campus or other applicable users.